What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Crash Blade Gaming. I'm your host, Crash, and today we got another deck by Xander, which is pretty control-y and pretty stall-y with Umbreon, which is, I think, a really cool idea. The only problem is, if you get stuck, you're kind of stuck and you lose, but it's fun to play. The matches are pretty long, so I only included, I guess, the matches where people conceded in this one, but hey, it's really hard to get to the end game with this deck and people just concede because they just realize what's going on. Anyways. Enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into the question of the day. Alright, it's time for the Pokemon question of the day. Everybody's been waiting for this. Of course, I know. Let's go over last video's question. This Pokemon is comfortable in water and is able to produce electricity, which it stores in the spines on its body. Who is this Pokemon? And if you were like a commenter Tommy, who got this question correct, you guessed Pincurchin. Little guy stores the electricity right up here on its little spines on the back. And it's a water type, electric, cool, amazing, awesome. Let's get into this video's question, but before we do, we'll have to go over the points. Tommy, you now have 1 point, which you are 1 behind of Raphael, who has 2, so you got to get this right before he does, or the points reset. Anyways, so let's get into this question. This Pokemon kind of looks like a blue, kind of green ball of yarn. Could be blue or green, just kind of like, you get the idea. One of the others, depends on how you see it. It's a ball of yarn. Its feet are also the color red. Who is this Pokemon? This might be a little tough, so go ahead and try. Put your answer in the comments section down below, and I'll let you know in the next video, of course. Boom, that's it. So yeah, let's go into the next segment of the video, of course. Bet you never thought Umbreon would be used in a stall deck. Well, here it is. Umbreon Vmax, 310 HP. The ability Dark Signal is basically a boss's orders for us, and we can choose a Pokemon, put it in the active, and hope it gets stuck. We also have the attack Max Darkness for 160. Not used too much. You don't really need to attack with Umbreon, but it is possible if you want to. Anyways, enough about Umbreon. We have a 2-1 line here of the Jolteon to shut down water Pokemon abilities if we have a memory capsule attached, which is relevant, I must say. You'll see. 4 copies of Snorlax, because this is the Pokemon we want to start with, because we need to draw our entire deck as fast as possible in some cases and still be able to get everything down. The Gourmandize ability allows us to do that. 1 copy of Starly here. If we play Bird Keeper, Keen Eye is free. We also play double turbos. We just get 2 cards, put them into our hand. Perfect. And it's another Pokemon our opponent can knock out and we don't really care about. 2 copies of Yveltal CEL. Well, you know who this is in here for. Umbreon VMAX, of course, and anybody else who uses special energies. And one of the key pieces, you cannot win a game without Eldegoss. Eldegoss here with the Happy Match ability. Get a support card, put it into our hand. And with the float up attack, 2 colorless energy, 50 damage. We shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it back to our deck so we can never deck out, which is important. 1 copy of Jirachi just to help get cards out of the deck. 1 Pyukumuku to also help draw some more cards. 4 Quick Ball, 3 Ultra Ball, 1 Shopping Center so we can move around some tools if we need to. 4 Tower of Darkness to help us draw cards and discard single strike cards we don't need anymore. Bird Keeper, one of the key pieces to this combo that I will explain at the end of this deck list synopsis here, allows us to switch our active Pokemon with our bench and draw 3 cards. 1 Boss's Orders just in case we need to be cheeky and boss something out. 1 Bruno so we can help draw if they knock a card out. 2 Cheryls, another key piece in this deck I will talk about later. Heal off all of our Umbreon VMAX's damage. 3 Flanneries because we hate special energy and we want to get rid of them. And also because we need to discard stadiums in play, especially when we want to use Dark Signal. 1 Marnie disrupt our opponent, help us. Peonia, basically here to get Eldegoss out of the prizes or double turbo energies. Because if we don't, then we can't do anything about it. Let's scroll down here. 1 Roseanne's backup. For some reason, if you need to get Eldegoss back or a specific Pokemon tool, or energy, or stadium, this is your girl. She does it. Gets it all back. 1 Zinnia's Resolve, because most of the top tier decks have a full bench, so this is a good card for us. 2 Air Balloons, so we can have some pivots. 1 Big Charm, so we don't die on the first turn. 1 Memory Capsule for the Jolteon, of course. 3 Moon Sun Badge, another super important piece of the deck. And then we got our energies here. So let's talk about the little combo. So, Moon Sun Badge. It goes on Umbreon VMAX because if it's attached when our opponent plays a support card, it prevents all effects of that card done to that Pokemon. So, they can't boss up our Umbreons. That's the main point. So our Umbreons can have to be 1-shot or 2-shot, which we're not going to allow them to be 2-shot. So you only play down an Umbreon if you know that it's not going to get knocked out and you can attach a Moon and Sun Badge relatively quickly. So with our Umbreons having that attached, the goal is Umbreon's going to come into the active, take a hit. Fine, we'll have it. We're going to have a Bird Keeper in our hand, along with an Eldegoss in our hand and a double turbo in our hand, right? So the first Umbreon gets hit, takes a shot. We Bird Keeper into Eldegoss. We play down Eldegoss. We're most likely going to bring back a Cheryl from the discard, attach the double turbo energy to Eldegoss, Bird Keeper into Eldegoss, and then at that point we attack with Eldegoss using the float up attack and put a second Umbreon that has not been damaged into the active spot. And then that Umbreon gets hit. That's fine. We have Eldegoss in our deck. We use Cheryl. We draw one card. Ideally, you want to do this with only 2 cards left in your deck, that being the Eldegoss and the double turbo energy. We Cheryl up our Umbreons. They're full. The Umbreon takes another hit. We draw into Eldegoss, hopefully. If we don't, we draw turbo energy. We're kind of screwed, but we'll draw into Eldegoss because we're going to keep a Pyukumuku in our deck anyways. So we draw into Eldegoss, we play it down, get Bird Keeper out, go into Eldegoss, attack with Eldegoss, float up, put the undamaged Unbreon Vmax in, grab the Cheryl, rinse and repeat until we either knock out all of our opponent's Pokemon or they just run out of cards and concede. That's the idea with the deck. Need Eldegoss, need 2 Umbreon VMAXs with the Moon and Sun badges, Bird Keeper you need, Cheryl you need, and Pyukumuku so you can draw those cards, and the double turbo energy, of course. That's the deck list. Unfortunately, I was unable to get that kind of combo in action. People just conceded before we even got to the end game, and when we got close, they conceded. So it's just like, ugh. But anyways, it's a good deck. Go ahead and try it out for yourself. It's in the description down below. Enough of me rambling. Let's get into the deck list. I mean, not the deck list. What am I saying? I'm in the deck list. Get into the matches. Silly me. Alright, starting off with the Snorlax. So we're going up against Mew V, which is interesting for us. I guess all we can do here... Well, actually, let's go ahead and play down the Umbreon. Give it a capture energy. What do I want to capture out? I want to hold this Eevee. Maybe have them target the Yveltal. I don't want to give it away. Jirachi, I guess? Yeah, we'll pull out Jirachi, give it the Air Balloon, and use Gourmandize. Gotta get rid of these 2 Eevees, I suppose. Another Umbreon. Didn't want to play the Umbreon without the Sun and Moon badge because they can boss it up. But they're not going to be bossing this turn. Just yet. Marnie seems great next turn. Can get the Genesect stuck in the active depending on how many resources they go through. But we should be able to beat Mew here. Either by knocking them out with VMAXs or stalling them and get rid of all of their energy. Theoretically is should. I should be able to. So the ideal thing that happens next turn is we evolve into Umbreon VMAX, get a Genesect stuck in the active, Marnie into the Yveltal plus double turbo. And then we can discard this and probably discard the Elisa Sparkle that's going to happen. Or Choreo, doesn't matter to me. Rotom Phone, okay. Or they miss the Elisa Sparkle this turn and we're still fine. I doubt they whiff though. Oh, they did whiff. Okay. I'll still take it. I'll take it, that's fine with me. A Peonia. Let me go ahead and play down this capture energy onto Umbreon V and check the deck. Get out the Yveltal. We have another Umbreon. 2 VMAXs in my hand. We don't have the Eldegoss, do we? Okay, Eldegoss is there. We've got 1 double turbo energy prized, which I might have a better chance of getting off of the Peonia than I do Marnieing. But I already attached an energy this turn. So, we'll Marnie instead. Let's go ahead and evolve. Bring up a Genesect. And then we can Marnie. Hope for a Sun and Moon badge. That would be the best. We got it. We can definitely take a knockout on a Mew VMAX at some point. Moon and Sun badge is great, and we Gourmandize. don't get the double turbo energy, but that's not the end of the world for us. We do have a Flannery, which helps. And we have a knockout on a Mew VMAX. There's the Elisa Sparkle. Cool, cool. Maybe they play a double turbo. And we'll be A-okay. They're not bossing this turn, which is nice. Choice Belt on the Meloetta. Rose Tower we can get rid of with Flannery. I think we're A-okay. We are built for this matchup, I believe. So we are going to do it. We're going to get Mew, guys. Gonna do it. But I'm sure they're going to find a way to switch this Genesect. Power Tablet's fine. They can waste those if they want. Actually, I want them to waste those so they don't one-shot. Oh, you're kidding me. Only I had a boss's orders right now. Alright, Flannery away. Get rid of that one. Capture energy don't need to do, so single strike energy here. Play down another Snorlax and Gormandize for a couple. Bird Keeper is interesting. I can go into Jirachi and then we'll see. We'll see. A Scoppy Rope. I'll just give you another Snorlax. You'll give me Mew. Can't attack with Meloetta though, unless you attach a double turbo to it. You can definitely attack with Mew, but my VMAX will come and take you down. I have Bird Keeper, I will do it. Boss, you tried to get my VMAX, that's why the Moon and Sun Badge is there. No, 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 not today. Not today, Mew. Can't boss up my VMAX. Sorry, friend. You're gonna have to retreat into your Meloetta. Or Psychic Leap your Mew away. If you Psychic Leap your Mew away, that's fine. Okay. I'm okay with that. Okay. Do I want to play Tower of Darkness? Not quite. Bird Keeper into Jirachi. Okay. Let's go ahead and use Dreamy Revelation. Another VMAX is fine. Put that into our hand. We can Ultra Ball away Jolteon and Snorlax. Grab ourselves another Umbreon, or I can get a Pyukumuku. I like the idea of a Pyukumuku instead. Pitch that. Seems good. A Starly I did play, but I don't think Starly works because it wasn't on the bench. Let's go with a Capture Energy. Bring down a Umbreon. And then retreat into the Snorlax. Ultra Ball away these two cards. Get an Eevee because I don't need it. I can discard it to Zinnia's Resolve next turn, and Gormandize. Now the Bird Keeper's cool. See what our opponent does. If they find a way to take a knockout on the Snorlax, fantastic. I love it. That means I can go up with the Umbreon, boss up a Mew or whatever, put the double turbo there, put down another Meloetta, Elisa Sparkle. It's just a matter of time before we discard all their energy. Okay. It's just a matter of time. I actually don't even need to target that one anymore. Ooh, they got a heads. They can boss up the Eevee. Nope, they can't. What can they do? A whole lot of nada, and they can see because they know they can't beat us. Voltress, eh? Okay, not too bad. We got a decent start. No way to draw too much. But I can play the Umbreon with the Moon and Sun Badge. And I can play down this Tower of Darkness, because why not? And then let's go ahead and... I think we're going to play this Eevee just in case. We're going to Gormandize. Because they have Fighting in Dark, but this could be single strike, or, yeah, single strike. No. Rapid Strike Urshifu, because that does play Moltres. Haven't seen a single strike deck play Moltres. If they get out a Sobble, okay, this is where Jolteon's going to come in very much handy. So we need to play Jolteon and Zinnia's Resolve, hopefully. They get rid of a Scoop Up Net, which is good. That means one less ability. We need to find our memory capsule. That would be the best for us, to find that memory capsule, shut down those abilities for a little while, and then be a-okay about it. Rapid Strike Energy Crobats, sure. Top decking a Flannery here wouldn't be too bad, and discard that, deny them a Rapid Flow. Good options for me. Or top decking a double turbo, but then I'd have to get some way to get the Snorlax out of the active. This might not even be worth. Peonia. Okay, let's evolve our Jolteon. Don't need the Ultra Ball right now, so I can pitch the Tower of Darkness. Draw 2, Boss's Orders, Quick Ball. Don't need to evolve either just yet. Do need a way to check the deck. Zinnia's Resolve away, Yveltal and Ultra Ball. Memory Capsule's fantastic. Cool. I like that. Now the only issue is I need a way to draw more cards. Snorlax. Pop the... Nope. Do I get rid of the Starly? I think so. Jirachi. Eldegoss is in there. More Umbreons. Both VMAXs are in my hand, so I'm glad I didn't do that. Bird Keepers, Cheryls. Got those in there. Okay. Play down the Jirachi and give it an Air Balloon just because I can Gormandize for a couple more cards. Let's go for it. Gormandizing. Okay, Bird Keeper. I can Bird Keeper into Jirachi, hopefully get the Yveltal, can knock that off. That'd be perfect for me. I still have Peonia as well, so I can put back one double turbo energy and probably whatever else I get. Because honestly, I don't think I need much off of the prizes, to be honest. I think I did see in the Yveltal, so I'm okay. If anything what's prized are like Quick Balls and Towers of Darkness and things like that. One VMAX is prized though, which would be good to grab because that's like an extra 2 cards for us. So I like it. But we'll see what our opponent does. They're having a hard time with this Peonia. Their Moltres is stuck for now. Here's a Water Energy, so maybe they play some Melonies. I'm sure they do. Another Umbreon I don't want to play just yet. Do I Peonia or do I Bird Keeper? It's Bird Keeper. Into the Jirachi. Flannery is good to see. The other Moon and Sun Badge is also good to see. Okay. Dreamy Revelation. Now I can't play the Moltres though, which is funny. But Single Strike Energy is nice. Take some knockouts at some point. Go ahead and attach that. And we'll retreat into another Snorlax and say done. Next turn I can Flannery if they don't Rapid Flow me and deny them a Rapid Flow. Okay, do they have a way to switch? Cynthia's Ambition draws them 2 cards. There's an energy. They don't. I like it. Okay. Could also try to 2-shot this guy. No, huh? I hit for 1. What do I hit for? 160 minus 20 plus 20. Hit for 160. That's 320. So I'd have to play out my capture energies. So let's Flannery. Bye-bye. Capture energy there. And then we pass. Getting rid of one of those Rapid Strike energies is really good. Our opponent is stuck. They probably have Drizzles and they concede. That's what happens with this deck. People just concede. Alright, you saw Mew VMAX concede. You saw Urshifu, Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX concede. Some of the top decks in there. This deck is pretty good and does have it, but it does struggle, especially if you prize Eldegoss or you prize Peonia. If you prize both of those, just concede because you lose. If you prize Eldegoss and you don't get Peonia and you don't get the Eldegoss off the Peonia, just concede. You can't win. So there are some hard losses for this deck sometimes, but hey, it works. And I'm sorry again that I couldn't get to the loop at the end, which would have been good, but just too hard to pull off with people conceding on PTCGO. Anyways, we'll see you next time on Crashblade Gaming.